Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back. So today's video I want to go over the changes that's coming for the new title update 16, more specifically the changes for the striker battle gear set. Now I did not see this coming. I think this caught us by surprise because striker was a pretty strong gear set before when it comes to DPS at least. So with these changes, basically they're gonna make striker the best or the new best DPS gear set in the game if you can get those stacks to 200 and keep it right there. So that's what we're gonna be discussing on today's video. So if you enjoyed this video, a like on it would be super appreciated, and let's get into this. So striker before this title update 16, which is coming up soon, I think it was very strong. I think it was doing exactly what it's supposed to, which is a pure damage, right? But the problem was, for a lot of people, you had to get those stacks. I think the stacks was very easy to get all the way to 100 and was easy to keep like between 75 stacks to 100 stacks before title update 16, because you would lost only 2 stacks per second once you have full stacks. Now things are gonna change, the damage is gonna go up, you can do more damage. By the way, before title update 16, striker was one of the highest DPS, but with these changes it is gonna put it all the way up there, like the highest DPS, way surpass the Heartbreaker gear set. So if the changes are gonna stay like this. So what are the changes, right? So the 2 pieces stay the same, which is 15% weapon handling. The 3 pieces also stays the same, 15% rate of fire, and the 4th piece is where things are gonna be changing, the striker's gamble talent. So weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%. So before it was 0.5%, so they're gonna up that for 0.65% and then stacking up 200 times. Before also it was 50 times, right? Those 2 are changes that's coming for striker battle gear right there. So 2 stacks lost per second between 0 and 50 stacks, then 3 stacks lost per second between 50 and 100 stacks. So this is where things are gonna get a little bit bad, because the more stacks you get, the more you're gonna lose. Now I understand the idea behind it is because you're gonna get a lot of damage, but they wanted to kind of balance that for the fact that you're gonna be losing that, right? It's gonna be a little bit too much. So that's the change for the 4th piece, and now obviously we have the chest piece with the extra talent, which is the press the advantage. Increase max stacks for striker gamble from 100 to 200 stacks. Now before this PTS, the stacks were 50 with the 4th piece, and then if you equip the chest piece, it was from 50 stacks to 100 stacks. Now they're gonna up that, they're gonna double that as effect to 200 stacks. But the problem is, right, 4 stacks lost per second between 100 stacks and 150 stacks. 5 stacks are lost per second between 150 and 200 stacks. Now that's right there, that's the problem. That's a lot. Before you get to that 200 stacks, you're gonna be doing a lot of damage, right? So it's gonna be hard to even get to that 200 stacks, because this gear set will be the highest DPS gear set for sure. Now if you get to that 200 stacks, right, you're gonna lose that also quite fast. 5 stacks per second between 150 and 200 stacks, that's a lot, and I can confirm that you will lose it fast. Now taking a look at the backpack also, right, because the backpack of gear sets also have a talent. The talent on this is risk management and increases the total weapon damage gained per stacks, right, of the striker gamble from 0.65 to 1%. That means 1% of damage per stacks, which at 200 stacks you gain 200% weapon damage. But again, keeping those 200 stacks, that's where the problem is for a lot of people. So I can confirm that at 200 stacks you will do so much damage. You know, it's very fun to use. You will just melt the NPCs. But the problem is, even to reach that 200 stacks, That's a lot, because you're gonna need to use a lot of magazines to get 200 stacks. Because keep in mind, right, so if you have 50 bullets on a magazine, right, you need to empty 4 magazines technically to get 200 stacks, right? But between the reload time, between switching to NPCs, those 200 stacks are not going to be able to be achieved so fast, because, well, once you pass that 100 stacks, right, you're going to be losing 4 stacks per second, and then you pass 150 stacks, you're going to be losing 5 stacks per second. So you're going to be losing stacks a lot faster. So with that said, all I'm trying to say, Striker is going to be a lot stronger when it comes to damage, but they need to rework on that damage lost per second, or do something else that can make people want to use this Striker at full potential. Because you can still use this not at full potential. Like I use this without the backpack and without the chest piece, and I was doing just fine. I was basically having the Striker that I have before the style update, only without the chest piece and the backpack. Now, with all that said, before I end this video, I do have 3 ideas of how we could fix the Striker before the title update 16. Now, these are just my ideas. Please, by all means, let me know in the comment section below your ideas, what could be better, and maybe this can reach the devs. So, on the right side, I'm gonna have the comparison of what is on the PTS right now, and on the left side, I'm gonna have the options of my ideas. So, option A, basically, it's lowering down those stacks that we are losing per second. So, with 4-piece Striker, right, straight out of the gate, we're gonna be losing only 1 stacks per second. That's it for those 100 stacks, right? And then if we equip the chest piece, which is gonna have the press the advantage talent, right, we're gonna be losing 2 stacks per second between 100 and 150 stacks, and then 3 stacks per second, right, between 150 and 200 stacks. And that's it, simple as that. I think that might work a lot better, but we have to test that out. So that's option A. Now let's move on for the option B. So basically, this option or this idea is getting stacks faster to counter the fact that you're losing stacks also faster. So by equipping the 4th piece of the Striker, right, we gain 3 stacks per hit instead of 1 stacks per hit, which is what's been on Striker forever, right? So let's gain 3 stacks per hit, and we can keep what's on the PTS right now when it comes to stacks lost per second. And then if we equip the chest piece, right, increasing those stacks from 100 to 200, right, we're gonna increase that stacks per hit from 3 to 5 stacks per hit. So with that said, I think that might counter or might balance things out of the fact that we're losing stacks so fast. But also, if we can get those stacks faster, maybe that might work out. So that's my second idea. So let's move on for the third and final idea, and this one obviously it's my favorite. I think a lot of people been asking for this. At least if you were a Division 1 player, right, you know exactly what this is. This is the Striker from Division 1. So yeah, I would like to have that. So my idea of, if it's possible, though, by the way, I'm not a dev, I don't know if this is possible anymore, but if it's possible, gain 1% armor regen basically for every 50 stacks. So if we equip just the 4-piece Striker without the chest piece, right, we gain 1% armor regen between 0 and 50 stacks, and then that can increase to 2% armor regen between that 50 and 100 stacks, right? And not only that, we only gonna get 2 stacks lost per second. I think 2 stacks lost per second for that would be great. That's kind of going with the armor regen that we can get, right? And then by equipping the chest piece, we're gonna get to press the advantage talent, right? That will increase the Striker gamble from 100 stacks to 200 stacks, so that armor regen will go up also. So 3% armor regen between 100 and 150 stacks, and then 4% armor regen between 150 stacks to 200 stacks, right? And then the stacks lost per second will go up a little bit, right? 3 stacks lost per second, but only between 100 and 200 stacks. So yeah, that's my idea behind it. We can get basically the Striker from Division 1 back, you know, with the same implementation, same implementation of the Division 2. So yeah, those are my ideas. I'm just trying to help out in here. If you guys like these ideas, let me know in the comment section below. If you have more ideas what we could do and show this to the devs, Also, let me know in the comment section below, and let's make these viable for the devs to take a look and see what they can do. With that said, I'm gonna keep this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed, hit me with a like, I would appreciate. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.